Alrighty, that's enough of that. Well, hello anyone in the stream. If you're here, if you're not too bad, I'm starting anyway. So today I am going to be painting Caine from the Amazing Digital Circus because I'm on a binge. Deal with it. This is my new mannequin. Guess what I called him? His name is Abel. Deal with it. I needed a new one, so I decided to pick him up, and again, I've been binge watching the Amazing Digital Circus. But all that aside, art! Let's do some art. So, yep. Gonna be drawing Caine. I'm gonna be painting him with the gouache paint that I normally use, which is this stuff. If you don't know what gouache is, it's basically like the midpoint between watercolor paint and acrylic paint, so you can get like a really nice watercolor tone to things. A little bit like this burb right here. So this one's more watercolory, or you can also like get more of the acrylic effect with it. Yeah, so I'm gonna draw him and then I'm gonna paint him with this. So let's get going. I'm gonna throw some music on. If you hop into the chat, make sure you say hello. I always like meeting and chatting with new people, and I'm gonna get going with this. Music maestro. That's really loud. Let's turn this down a bit. Okay, that's that. Turn it down in my headset as well because that's really loud. Let's get Abel in the stream as well, just because he deserves to be here. There we go. Abel can be there with my mug. Awesome. Abel is in stream now, so I'm going to draw Caine. This is a thing that I'm going to do. Alright, got a reference. So I kind of want to draw him like doing like almost like a big ta-da kind of like, whoa, Abel, no! Abel, what have I told you about drinking too much coffee before the stream? Anyway, I'm going to stop messing about and actually draw something. So we're going to go with a ta-da pose. I kind of like, I want to use the pose that I kind of did when I animated him in my dolls. So it's going to be that sort of pose. Arms up and down like this. I'll have one leg here and then I guess maybe one more. One more? He's got more than two legs? I don't think he does. So one leg here and the other one just kind of like this. And then in the background, once I've drawn it, I kind of want to have the words like bubble writing, like ready for adventure. That's a terrible Caine impression right there, but let's get going with this. Are you ready for adventure? Abel, like seriously, I need to move him where I'm not going to keep like smacking him. Alright, we'll leave him there. Do your thing, Abel. Alright, drawing teeth. I'm gonna get going with this and stop messing about. So I'm just gonna do, like I normally do with these sorts of things, I'm gonna do like the sketch very light first and then I will paint. So it's a little bit hard. Like, not impossible, but it's a little bit hard, like translating a 3D character into 2D. I'm just going to do the shape of his mouth momentarily and then I'll add in the teeth afterwards. I've been wanting to actually paint Caine for a little while. I mean, I know I was animating him again in my dolls animation, but I've got a con coming up and I need some artwork. I mean, I've already got a crap ton of artwork, but I need some more artwork, some new stuff that people might be interested in. And since I enjoy the Amazing Digital Circus, I figured I would actually do some artwork for it. So we'll have his eyes. Maybe in the center? Hey, Lincoln, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Teethy pegs there. And it goes down to his gums. It is indeed Caine, yes. It is just the sketch for now, because I'm going to sketch it very lightly and then I will be painting it. So, like I was saying, I'm kind of doing him in like a ta-da pose, and it's going to have like the words like "Time for Adventure" in the background. But I just wanted to get the pose in first before I add any detail and stuff. Hence why it's very, very light. Excuse me. So we'll have like his chest kind of puffed out. So arm would be here. How are you doing today, Lincoln? I hope you are well. Would be this one. Just got to get my handy hand mannequin for a moment. You can't, they seem good, but they're actually really not, because you cannot move the fingers at all, other than like bending them back and forwards. You can't really move them like a human hand would actually move. Your useless hand! Be gone. Useless! So we're going to have one arm here. And the other here. You are. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, Caine does have 3 fingers. Okie dokie. But yeah, I was just saying before you hopped into the chat that I'm doing a con. I'm tabling at an artist alley at a con, and wanted some new artwork. Or extra artwork. I've got a load of artwork for it. I just wanted some extra for me a table. So if he's like, ta-da, here's, oh, the thumb would be back towards. Hands, I hate you. I hate you so much. You would have thought, like, the amount of times I've drawn hands now, it would get easier. It never does. It never gets easier. Bloody hands. Okay, so his chest is here. I'm going to have one leg kind of like coming out this way, and then one, like his knee is going to be up. So his jacket kind of comes down here and goes behind this one leg here. He's a very fun character to draw, though, gonna be honest. So we'll have one knee here. And he's chaotic as well. Like, I really love chaotic characters. I don't know what it is about them. They're just so fun. Excuse me. I don't know if you can... I think his pants kind of just blend into his shoes. There's no, like... I don't even know how to describe it. Like, his pants leg doesn't end. It just goes into shoe. So... Look, his legs are thinner. May redo that. I may redo that. But we will have one just kind of here. And then we'll have that. I kind of want his like coattails to be fanning out a little bit. So maybe to about there. Then I can actually do like the back coming up. Also, I should probably draw in Bubble, right? Can't have Caine without Bubble. Oh, what is that? What am I drawing? What is this nonsense? Let me see if I can find another reference picture. Because I'm pretty sure that his trousers or his pants just kind of blend into his shoes. Bubble. Do you not know who Bubble is? You know who Bubble is. That's better if I actually give his feet a bit of form, rather than just an amorphous blob. That's better. Add bubble. I am going to add bubble. I need to find... Ooh, I was going to say I need to find, like, a circle. There we go. Ignore the hand. The hand is not part of this. We have added bubble. Ta-da! Bubble's fun. I like bubble. Made with all the love I'm legally allowed to give. I should say that at work when I serve the residents at my nursing home. Oh, I'm terrible. Maybe I shouldn't say that. That would probably get me fired. There, bubble. We have added a bubble. So I need to add in Caine's other foot. I mean, his foot's there, but add in detail, 2 foot. Alrighty, and other hand before I go in and add some detail on his jacket. So what have you been up to today, Lincoln? Just add in glub. Ooh, I don't know if his hand's going to go off the page here a little bit. I didn't think this through! Mistakes were made! Oh, well, I guess it's kind of going to have to go off the page a little bit. Sorry, Caine, you're losing a hand. Kind of. You've lost a thumb and a finger. I don't know if he'd be mad about that, right? Bubble. See, this is where the gouache is gonna like really come in handy for this, because Bubble is obviously a bubble and he's opaque, which means that the gouache is really gonna like shine a little bit. Alright, let's add in other details. So I think his other coattail is gonna go over his leg here. Let's change this a little bit. Wait, which line am I keeping? Need to make this look. Okay, and then that would come to about there, and then the inside of it would be there. Okay. And now we can add, I think that arm's a little bit too big. There we go. Again, you can't see the end of his collar, oh, his sleeves. So let's add in. Alright. We're almost ready to start painting. Well, I've got to add in the detail on his face and jaws, I suppose. I suppose I should probably do that. Alright. So here's how it's looking. The right way up for you. Don't know if I can adjust that a little bit more so it's a bit... And then, like I said, in the background, I'm going to have time for adventure. Again, terrible, terrible Caine impression. Okay. So I need to add teeths. Look at my reference here. I don't want them to like all be even because human teeth are generally never even. And also I can get some nice shine on the teeth as well, on like the red parts of the teeth. So I think from this point on you can kind of see the underneath. So do that. One more small one, and then the bits underneath. For the wisdom teeths. His eyes I'll add in, I mean like his pupils I'll add in when I actually paint it. So let's do these bottom teeth. So it doesn't really happen. It happens with those ones past this. You can see like the edge of them. All right. I've been listening to... Hey, Borna! Long time! How's it going? Been a very long time. Alright, we got his teeth. Yeah, doing okay, thank you. Just chilling out tonight. Finally doing what I've always wanted to do with my channel, which is art and animation, so that's always good. What about you? Alright, I think I'm just about ready to start coloring this, or painting this, I should say. So here's the sketch. Let's go with the painting. I need coffee. Coffee and water. Let me finish the coffee and then I'll have water. So like I said, I'm going to be painting him with gouache. Coffee is good. Let me put my mug back there so it don't break. So I have this. Like I said, gouache is kind of a mix between watercolor and acrylic. It's got that really nice watercolory effect, but you can also make it more thick and have it more of an acrylic style. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, I've been doing... So I've dedicated the channel now to just doing like art and animation as opposed to gaming because it's more of what I'm into. Sorry, Abel. I've got to move you a little bit. Bring your arms in a little bit so I don't keep knocking you about. Let's move you here. Thank you for hopping in, though. It's always nice to see you. Actually, I may have to... Where can I put Abel where he's not gonna... Like, where he'll be visible? Because I want him to be on stream for this, because reasons. But I don't want to keep knocking him about. Where's the webcam? Can I place him, like, there? And he'll be in view? There we go. There he's in view. So let's start with the gums. So they're like a Actually, his jacket is more of a pink, but his teeth are like red, so we'll go with scarlet. But yeah, been doing like more animation and like really getting into the art side of things, which is basically always what I wanted to do with the channel. But I thought gaming would be better, but now I'm just like, I'm gonna do art because, yes. Art is good. I am artist. Hang on, just dropped a paint of tube. A paint of tube? A tube of paint on the floor. Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, let's be honest, like, gaming channels are a dime a dozen on YouTube. I mean, so are art channels, but it's more fun to do art. No, I don't know. Actually, no, I think that would probably... Blah! Words! Cannot words. Probably the right sort of colour for his jaw. Yee. Now, I don't know whether to outline him or just do the painting without the outlines. Let's see how it looks without the outline. Because I don't really want to have like a big... It wouldn't be thick, but like the black outline. I don't really want to do it. I want to see what he looks like without that. But we will see. It's a little bit harder to do that with character art than it is with, like, say, animal art or things like that. We'll see. What have you been up to anyway, Borna? Doing goods, I hopes? So I don't know if you guys can hear the music. It's quite low. Where is the thingy? I'm actually on the thing. What am I doing? There we go. I don't want it to be like drowning me out, but also kind of want it in the background, so there we go. Yeah, they are both fun. I mean, I enjoy both, but I think if I had to pick, I would probably art more than I would game. Just because I've been leaning heavily into art. Well, leaning more and more heavily into art because I want to get even better at it and actually release my series, Tanuki Tales, at some point. Maybe. I'm working on an animation right now called Dolls that I want to finish up. That's like Bill Cipher, Gravity Falls animation. And then hopefully I'm going to finally finish up the FNAF animation that I was working on. Ah, that sounds great. I'm glad to hear that. And welcome everyone that just hopped in. Good to have you here. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Borna, I'm really glad that you're like just chilling and living your best life, basically. That's really, really nice to hear. I'm very, very happy to hear that. But yeah, so I wanna finish Dolls. Finish the FNAF one that I've been working on for bloody not 5 years, that's way too long. 2 years, nearly 3 years. Hey, Tori! And then actually release the first... Actually, it's more of the prologue to Tanuki Tales, but get that released and actually start releasing Tanuki Tales properly. Problem is, I'm a one-person animation studio, so... Yay! I get to do it all! Which has been a bit of an experience, because I've been having to do, like, backgrounds and things like that, which I never really do. But it's definitely been a good learning experience to actually start doing it. Hey, Sparkle! How's it going? Oh my god! I wouldn't call it amazing, but thank you. I'm glad you like the image. Welcome to the stream and the chaos. You love it? Well, thank you. I'm glad you love it. We love you too. Good to have you here. Nah, doesn't need to be famous. How are you, Tori? And Sparkle as well. I hope you're both doing very, very well. Da, 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 da. You love the show, by the way. So do I. It's a great show. I actually, like, I've known of its existence for a long time. I just never watched it. And then I was bored one evening. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this a go. And then binge watch the entire series in one night. Because reasons. You're good. I'm glad that you're good. I am very, very glad that you're good. Yes, like I said, I picked up a new, Yep, the Amazing Digital Circus is great. Like I said, I picked up a new, little mannequin today, and just had to do the little face on him and called him Abel. So he's my little co-host today. He is here. I mean, he's an artist's mannequin, so, you know, makes sense to have him on the table. Even more so considering that I'm painting Caine. So although that last episode, jeez. I mean, I was kind of expecting it, but at the same time I was like, oof, that's, yeah. So who's your favourite character, Sparkle? If you have one, of course. Here. Is that a hair on my brush? It is indeed a hair on my brush. We don't want a hair on my brush. Big on hair! Alright, let's do the underside of his jaw. And then I'll wait till it's dry before I add like the highlights and the reflections on it. I think I've got his bow tie coming up there a little bit, so. This is actually going to be a print for my table at a gaming con, along with Freddy and Springtrap. I may also do some more of the TADC characters as well, but we'll see. Like, it's in August, so I need a bit of time to get some prints and get them, like, digitized and printed out. Excuse me. He's such a weird character, but I love him. Like, in design, just like, who looks at a pair of dentures and goes, you know what, I'm gonna make a character out of that? It's brilliant. I love it. Yeah, mic is on. Cool beans. Actually, I should be able to do the teeth. Maybe I'll do the eyes first, like the eyeballs, get the white on them. And his teethy pegs. So let me just a little bit in my headset so I can hear it. Alright, I think his jacket is more of a pink than a red, isn't it? Alright, so for pink, I can probably just add... Actually, it's kind of like a dark cerise, but I want white for his teeth. Although that's white. What's that one? Titanium. Yeah. So we'll go with just white. Some white with the red there. So, Sparkle, if you're still here, who's your favourite character? Oh, no, still got some red in there. We don't want red. There we go. And that will allow me to add a little bit of grey shading too. I think when I do the time for adventure, I'm going to do it like in all different color bubble writing. I think that would really suit it. Although I'm dead next time I go to a con myself, there's going to be so much stuff that I want to buy. Hey, hey, if you're just hopping in, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Make sure you say hello in the chat. I mean, it's, yeah, kind of, but not quite. There's horror elements to it, but it's not like 100% horror, if that makes sense. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect when I watched, like, the first part, or the first couple of episodes. I mean, like I said, it does have some horror stuff in it, but I wouldn't say it's all horror. Hi, you guys talking about Has Been Hotel? We're not, but you're welcome in regardless. Good to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Although we can always talk about Has Been Hotel, another great indie show that I absolutely adore. How are you today? Alright, let's start with his teeth. Oh, I'm sorry you have a cold. Me too. I hope you get better soon, though. Being sick sucks. But hopefully we can cheer you up a little bit. I hope. Just chilling out with some art and some chatting. Yeah, I'm either going to have to add a black outline or I'm going to have to like really go hard with the grey shade. It really is, but it was so good. I think episode 3 is probably one of my favorites, along with... I don't know if 2 was one of my favorite episodes, but I adore Gummy Goo. Yeah, it sucks, Spawner. And it was really good to see Kinga shine a little bit, no pun intended. Like to see more of his, like, true self, essentially. I know. Caine and Bubble are my favorite characters, I think. Caine, Bubble, and Jax are my favorites. I think a lot of people would probably say Jax is their favorite character. But yeah. Is that Abel I see? Maybe. Like, I got like a new little mannequin today because my other one broke. So I mean, he can say hi. Abel is saying hi to people coming into the stream. Jax is your favorite too. Awesome. Like I said, I really love chaotic characters. How you doing today, Zozo? Good to have you here. The answer is yes. But no, it's Abel from TADC. He's here as my host. I mean, both Abels are great. I might have to re-go over. Oh, thank you so much, Zozo. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Raccoon Pack, where causing chaos is our MO, along with art and animation. How are you doing today? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to re-go over the teeth a little bit just so I can re-add some... Well, not re-add, but add a little bit more white to them, or use grey as shadings. I steal cheese, you can't catch me. Dies. See, I wasn't sure. Is that actually Caine's voice actor? Because it sounds very much like him. And I know Lizzie Freeman actually does the fish hat one, doesn't she? I'm gonna slip into something more comfortable. Oh, it is! I thought it was! Like, it just had that Caine ring to it. It's the fish hat again! Love it. Oh, that's so cool that it is Caine's voice actor. That is brilliant. I know Michael Kovac's in it as well. That's so cool. I steal cheese! Hee hee hee! Nobody can catch me! Well, you can't catch me. What's my favorite animated show? Ooh, that's a tough one. Ah! That's amazing, Hasbin. Oh god, Bonnie, you put me on the spot there. I have so many. I don't know if I'd be able to choose. Like, I really love... God. Taz.exe has stopped working. Please reboot. Out of cheese error. Actually, I can't honestly decide what's my favorite animated show because there are just far too many. Far, far too many. It's the fish hat again! I loved that. It made me laugh out loud, that one. I might actually have to animate my own character, Melody. I'm doing that one with one of my other characters, just because it would be funny. Can I give you a top 3? Yes. So, probably Gravity Falls, The Owl House, and probably Has Been Hotel with TADC as a close second, but then I also absolutely adore, like I really loved the pilot for Knights of Guinevere. There's way too many to pick. I don't want to play favorites. Gravity Falls is amazing. I absolutely love it. And actually, it was my brother that introduced me to it because I didn't think I'd like it. And he was like, hey, watch this. I was like, watch this. And again, binge watch the entire series. Or the first series. Well, if you love the Gravity Falls universe, I'm actually working on an animation called Dolls right now. If y'all like Radio Apple, you're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later. I mean, we can have soft tacos anyway. I don't really ship Radio Apple, but fair enough if you do. You cosplay Dipper, that's amazing. I was gonna cosplay Dipper at the last con that I went to, and then it was too cold really to wear shorts. So I just went as my fursona. But that's very cool that you've actually cosplayed Dipper. Amazing. That's cool. Like if you ship somebody, that's completely fine. I'm not gonna judge who you ship. And actually, if I shipped anybody, I probably would ship Husker Dust. Words. Husker Dust. They are very cute together. You're going to cosplay Gangle. Awesome. I would love to cosplay Caine or Jax. Jax would be a little bit easier than Caine, I think, to cosplay. But yeah, definitely would want to do one of those too. But the anime one. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be cool. That was so cute. Like, I love that she's into anime. Alright, I'm going to do the bottom layer for Caine's teeth momentarily. Actually, the white has worked pretty damn well, I think, on the teeth. Do I watch Hell of a Boss? I do indeed watch Hell of a Boss. Another great show. That's fair, Tori. I mean, I'm not a big watcher of anime anymore. Like, if I was going to watch any anime these days, it would probably be Lupin the Third. Alright, let's do his bottom teeths. I used to watch things like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, all that sort of stuff. And it was... Ah, that's awesome! We don't learn what the figurine thing in the last two... You'll crash out. I can imagine what it is. Yeah, fair enough, Tori. If it's what I'm thinking, though, Zuzu... Or is it Zozo? Sorry. I don't think we ever will actually learn what she did with it. Got panic at the... Oh, nice, Hasbin. That's very cool. Okay, the teeth back here are going to have to be slightly darker once the first lot of paint has dried. See, that's the thing, like, I can't really get any, like, pop culture stuff around where I live. We have, like, a HMV that do stock pop culture stuff, but it's nothing like... There's FNAF stuff, but other than that, there's nothing really like Hasbin Hotel, there's no TADC, there's nothing like that. It's a bit sad, really. Starting a chat BBQ. What you guys want? Also, HMV mentioned health. Yeah, I'm from the UK, baby. A chat barbecue. I will have some fried chicken, please. Hell to the yeah. But yeah, my one's a bit naff. Thank you. Nom 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 nom. You simp Vox. That's fair. My partner really likes Vox. Not in that way, but he really likes him as a character. I prefer Alistair, to be honest. I mean, I don't dislike Vox. I think he's fun. Valentine... I mean, out of the Vs, Vox would probably be my favourite V. But Alistair is probably my favourite has-been character. For sure. I mean, I kind of warmed up. Your favourite character is Lucy. That's fair. Lucifer's a good choice. I kind of warmed up to Valentino a little bit during Season 2, and then I remembered that he's an awful, awful person. And also, hello to anybody else that has just hopped in. Good to have you here. Make sure you smack that like button if you enjoy what's going on, and subscribe to the channel for more art and animated content. Do it now! Or not, the choice is yours. I'm just going to have to turn this sideways a little bit so I can get the other teeth. But yeah, planning hopefully to digitize, well not digitize it, scan it and have it done as a print. So if I do my favorite... Okie dokie, Hasbin, thank you for dropping in. It's been a pleasure having you here. Hopefully we'll see you again sometime. Take care of yourself. Remember to cause chaos wherever you go. Because we adore chaos here. Chaos. Chaos. I am totally not a bad influence on people. Alright, so I think I might do bubble like a very, very, very light watercolory blue. Oh yeah, I'm so pissed off, by the way. You know what I was saying about I like Lupin the Third earlier? Well, they actually released the newest movie in cinemas over in the UK, which is cool because they've never done anything like that. But they've released them in cinemas that, one, are really, really, really hard to get to, and at a showtime that is really, really inconvenient. Just like, here, have anime that you really like, but you can't watch it. I think they did it just to spite me, like my local cinemas. Yeah, like, I'm not a big fan of horror, but I'd watch it because it's Markiplier, and apparently it's really good. I think that one is showing at my local cinema. I think. Pretty sure I saw it on the listings for showings. But of course, Bloodlines, or is it Bloodlines? Not Bloodlines. Lupin the Third isn't, because of course it's not. Why would it be? But yeah, heard a lot of good things about Iron Lung. Like, a lot of good things. So that's cool. Okay, now the question is, do I use... We'll do the shade now? Yeah, I think we can start on the top jaw and his eyes, because they're actually dry. So I can do that. Just to give him some features. So I think his right eye is blue and the left is green. So while that bottom jaw is drying, we can do that. Alright. Oh no! What? Why? My brush broke. Like, these are bad quality brushes, apparently. What is this? Why is this? When is this? Alright, I think he has like a really bright green eye, so we'll go with that. Whoa! That. So green, medium, and then we'll go with cobalt for the blue eye. Yep. So I can always... Might add some white to that blue just to bring it down a little bit. Alright, that works. It's kind of hard to see, but does his eye have like a black pupil? I presume that it does. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Just double checking. Whee. So I'll do like it all blue first, and then I can add the black in the center with a highlight. Amazing. Also, I've been looking at like stuff for Subnautica 2 recently, because I know the oh, what's it called? The pre-release, but it's not called a pre-release. Early access, that's the one. That's coming out soon. My god, it looks scary. Like is it the Collector Leviathan? Oh my god, not looking forward to that thing. Oh, I know, right? It's such a good game. Such a good game. But yeah, the Collector Leviathan looks absolutely terrifying. Me either, Borna. Like, I can't wait for it. I really want to play it, but at the same time, no. No, thank you. So from what I've heard, like, the collector spawns in like a big open area, almost like the dunes. And it has like a mood system, and also it chases you, it hunts you. Like, why would the developers do this? Subnautica's scary enough without having something that big chase you around. Oh, I know. All sorts of no with that. Definitely all sorts of no. It's almost like Cthulhu, right? It's got like a kind of Cthulhu feel to it. Wait, why did that happen? That was weird. I don't know what's going on there. Stop it. Right, let's do his green eye. And I think they're adding like a new Leviathan in the map's void, right? So obviously before in Subnautica we had the void ghost Leviathans, then we had the void Chelicerates, and now there's going to be literally a dedicated void Leviathan. I'm going to do this one smaller. Which is absolutely terrifying. I mean, I was always a coward. I'll be honest, I've never actually been out into the void, not even like to see what it's like. Like, I almost did it once and then I chickened out. Well, I mean, I think people go there just to like check it out and see what happens. No. I mean, I don't have phasalophobia in real life, but in the game I kind of do. I don't like knowing what's like, or don't like not knowing what's beneath me in a game like that. I mean, obviously Subnautica itself has no fears for me now, apart from the void. I still won't go out there. But I mean, I've killed. I faced my fear of the Reaper Leviathan, and I killed one of those, and I've killed Ghost Leviathans, but I still won't go out into the void. That's a no-no place. I feel like I should make that eye darker. But yeah, I do think, or have heard them making like a void-specific creature and not just like a void version of a creature. I wouldn't say they're cute. They're not cute. I will say they're less scary, or I think they're less scary than the Reapers. Personally, I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but yeah, I think they're less scary than Reaper Leviathans. Mainly because they don't grab you and shake you about. See, I was one of those that made the stupid mistake of going around the back of the Aurora when I first played it. And I do believe there is like 8 or 10 of them behind there in the crash zone. So that did not end well, as you can imagine. Just gonna have some water. Ah! Reapers are definitely worse than ghosts. 100% worse than ghosts. For some reason, the start of the game. Really? They started at the back of the Aurora? That's some really unlucky placement if that's true. Like, I was exploring the crash zone and just kind of ended up back there. I think I was gathering resources and just kind of ended up right behind the Aurora. And this is the thing, like, I was streaming it at the time, and when I watched the stream back, you can actually hear the Reaper that attacks me. You can hear it before it attacks me. And I think I was probably talking, so I didn't hear it. And yeah, I got grabbed and shaken about. Nearly destroyed my Seamoth, but not quite. luckily. But suffice to say, I was scared of Reapers for a long, long time. Like, I tried to avoid places like the dunes and mountains. It's not scary for you. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's not scary for me now that I've killed one. It became significantly less scary just floating there. Although I was surprised there's no achievement for it or anything. It's just like, oh, you killed a Reaper. Okay, cool. Not so much, no. It was to start off with, and then I ended up kind of stuck down there because my prawn suit got destroyed. So I literally had to book it back to Marguerite's like little area while being hunted by the shadow leviathan. So you know, swimming in like its area with no protection. That was fun. I mean, luckily without a suit, I was able to get like into like the cracks and crevices of the crystals and things like that, so they couldn't reach me. But yeah, kind of loses the ability to scare when that happens. Also, they're kind of derpy. Like they get, I think because of their size and because of the area they're in, they tend to get snagged on things quite a bit. It's the same with the sea dragon. Like they're big and loud, but they're not really scary. And again, where the sea dragon is so big, it just tends to get stuck on things, which makes it somewhat less scary. Oof, got the hip-ups. I think the squid sharks are scarier than some of the leviathans. I mean, I think the squid shark is classified as a leviathan, but it's like on the small end of things. But I think the squid shark is a lot scarier than like some of the other bigger leviathans you can get. Just in look alone. Oh, tiny little hair on the end of my brush. Big on hair! And also, like, the chelicerates from Below Zero, I didn't think they were very scary. They're more annoying than anything else. Like, they're like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Below Zero, but I think the chelicerates were a very poor stand-in for Reapers. They could have done something so much cooler than that. Although again, I didn't really like bump into them that much, if I'm honest. Ooh, that's a bit dark. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the... Is it like... They're like tides that you get pulled away by? or can get pulled away by, like jet streams or something in Subnautica 2. That'll be interesting to see. I from a difficult name was scary for the first time. Scary for the first time, yeah, difficult. With the difficult name? What do you mean? The Chelicerates, do you mean? Do you mean this one? Chelicerates. I think that's how you spell it. That one. Yeah. I wouldn't say he was scary. Like I said, I think that one was more of an annoyance than he was scary, just because there's so many of them. Like I said, I think the squid shark is actually more scary than the Chelicerates. But I mean, after a while, the squid sharks got annoying as well. I'm just going to finish these teeth and then I'll move on to the bottom row. I mean, that's the one they had like a void version of, right? In Below Zero? So you had like ghost void leviathans and then you had like the void chelicerates. I think that's how you pronounce it. Chelicerate? I think. Not sure. It's a very strange name. Alright, let's move on to his bottom teeths. So the ones back here, they'll actually be a little bit darker because the top is showing there. Definitely looking forward to Subnautica 2 though. Definitely looking forward to it. It's gonna be amazing. Although I hope, like, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I did not like the sea truck from Below Zero. I thought it was a horrible downgrade from the Seamoth. Like, it was, to me, I found it slow and clunky and just all around not fun to drive. Whereas, like, I loved zooming about in my Seamoth. Might have to take that down a couple of colors there. And also, I do not like the Cyclops either. I think it's too big. I mean, I know it's handy as a movable base almost, but I just prefer to be able to like zoom about and like get in little small spaces and not have to worry too much that it's going to be destroyed. I mean, I made the Cyclops in my first playthrough of Subnautica, but I didn't bother in my second one. I just used the seam off and the prawn when I needed to. I mean, I'm kind of afraid of the prawn. Like, I know they've done a lot of bug fixes, but when I first played the original Subnautica, that looks really bad. When I played the original, Subnautica the first time, there was a lot of collision issues. So, like one time I landed with the prawn and went straight through the environment and ended up falling through the map. Which was utterly terrifying. And it happened twice. Like once I just kind of fell through the map. And the second time I landed on these steps in the Sea Emperor's enclosure and like glitched through the steps. So my Seamoth got stuck under the steps and I ended up having to drown because I couldn't get out. The vehicles in Subnautica have not been nice to me. Alright, let's turn Caine back this way so I can do the rest of his teeth. Mix a bit more white in with that. Need it to be lighter. But what are your guys' favourite vehicles? The Seamoth, yep, the Seamoth is a great one. It's my favourite. The Seamoth is goated. Damn straight it is. Personally, I think it's the best vehicle. I mean, obviously it can't go as deep as the prawn or the Cyclops can, but it's so good just for getting around. Like exploration, mostly, unless you're going really, really deep and exploring the lava zones, like you can't beat the Seamoth. You cannot beat it. Although I don't know how it happened, but I was exploring. I think it was the deep Grand Reef, the gassy base, and I think it must have been a crab squid that destroyed it, and I didn't even notice till I came out of the base. And I was like, oh, I no longer have a vehicle. Well, I'm fucked. But yeah, there was a crab squid hanging about, so I'm pretty sure it was that destroyed it. But when you're in the deep Grand Reef with no way of breathing, it's just like, well, I guess I'll die then. I hate crab squids. They are the worst. And also, is it just me, or do they sound like the frickin'... Oh, I can't even remember what they're called, but like the big creatures from Godzilla in the first one? I can't even remember what they're actually called. But yeah, the big kaiju from the first Godzilla film. Like the newer Godzilla film. They sound a lot like that thing. That is true. They are freaky looking. But yeah, like I said, I actually think they sound... Not the supernova, like the first... I can't remember the original one. The one with Brody in it? Is his name Brody? Like the very first of the newer Godzilla stuff. Like it had the two big kaiju that wanted to breed. That and they like laid a load of eggs, but I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, the crab squids kind of make sounds like them. That's fair. I haven't watched it in an age, to be honest, but yeah, the crab squid sounds remind me of those things. Actually, I'm not even sure if they have a name per se. Just those big kaiju. Oh, God, no, that's black. We don't want black. So I think I'll be able to do this without doing outlines, which is good. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, what's going on with my brush there? Stop it! These brushes are crap. Why are you like this brush? Stab it. Right, where is it? There. That's better. I don't want it to be like really, really dark. I just need it to be a little bit grey so I can not add black lines, essentially. Like I said, I want to try and do it without using outline. Or black outline, anyway. And I'm going to do some shading in his eyes in a moment and actually add his pupils. So what's... talking of Subnautica again, what's your favourite Leviathan class that is passive, that won't hurt you? I think mine is probably the glow whales. Alright, Tori, take care. Bye! Alright, let's add some shading under his eyes there. And then redo those back teeth. Oh, and the Sea Emperor. That's cool. Good choice. Yeah, mine's probably the glow whale. The glow whale or the reefbacks? Although the glow whale definitely comes first, I think. In that regard. Alright. Let's add some shading underneath Caine's eye there. Or underneath his eyeballs, I should say. Underneath Caine's eyeballs is where we're gonna add the shading. Might paint Kinga next. Not today, obviously, but as a next character when I do this again. I might also do some confetti floating around, so do like the "it's time for an adventure" and add confetti around. Alright, let's give him some pupils. And I need to do the back teeth there again. Might add some darker blue around the bottom of that. So. Okay, well, he's shaping up well. Let's add... So maybe like a darker grey at the bottom. Alright. Comeback reference, I need to use you. Alright, that's not too bad. Okay, neaten this up a bit. Actually, I might add like a little bit of lighter grey on the top there. Where the top of the tooth is. Alright. Almost time to move on from his face, no? Alright. Let's add some darker blue and green in there, and then add some highlights, and then I can move on to his jacket. Do I have a darker blue? I don't know if ultramarine is going to be the wrong color for it. Might just be better to use... Ooh, I haven't even opened this one. Yeah, maybe just darken that one out a bit. Or Prussian? Might be too dark, but... Has it already been 81 minutes? Jeez. Jeez. Favorite movies or TV shows? Favorite movie is probably Coco. TV shows probably not so much because I don't actually watch a lot of quote unquote TV. Like, I just watch more like online stuff. What about yourself? Okay, let's add the highlights. Then I can add some highlights to his gums as well, I guess, before I move on. I might need to get white again for this. Who shows Defoe? Breaking Bad. Okay. Good choice though, Breaking Bad. Also, hi to anybody new that has just hopped in. Welcome to the stream. Alright, that's how it's looking right now. This always happens. I say hello when someone hops into the stream and they're immediately like, nope, fuck that. Oh, goddamn, I need to glue this brush head. It broke. But it's the finished brush that I've got. I need to re-glue it. Right, let's hold this up to the camera a little bit so you can see how it's looking. It's pretty good, I think. Right, let's add some oh, sorry, I just smacked the mic. Add some highlights to his gums. He's so shiny. Definitely going to have to use Bubbles' line next time I'm at work. When it comes to, like, food. Made with all the love I'm legally allowed to give. Let's do a little patch there, and then on the underjaws. There, where was the white I was using? I would love to meet Caine's voice actor. That would be amazing. Like, it must be really fun to, like, voice a character like Caine. Alright, I think that's it for the jaw. I will hold it up to the camera momentarily. So I like how it's looking without adding, sorry Abel, black outlines. I think it's looking pretty good. Right, so next up is his bow tie. Okay, Borna, take care, friend. I will see you again soon, I hope. Alright, let's do his bow tie then. Mm-mm. And now I'm on my own. Brr. And then I was on my own. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. All right. I should wait until that dries to put the white on it. Although actually it would probably be better to do that. Oh, actually, it'd probably be better to go into the creative lounge. There we go. Boop. Alright, so his shirt is white, the shirt collars are black with a white line. Also, hello, if you're just hopping into the stream, welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. Let me turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. Make sure you say hi in the chat. I know he's got, I don't know if you can actually see the shirt, but I know he's got buttons in the middle there, but I might have to wait until the paint dries to add those. And I can add the black on the collars there. Oh, his gloves are white as well, aren't they? So I might do that next, just so they get a coat. I've got to paint a bubble. That's going to be interesting. Something I've never really played with before. Well, whoever you are in chat, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Appreciate you hopping in. Why are chaotic characters so much fun to paint and draw? The bubble writing is going to be fun to do as well. Da, da, da. I don't know if I should make like a video of this, but speed it up so it's like a speed paint. Although technically I wouldn't be speed painting. Does that count? A sped up video? I don't know. Also, hi if you just hopped in. Good to have you here. Make sure you say howdy doody in the chat. Let's do his other hand. That's kind of off the page. I love this paper, but it's so small. Oh, hello. white. Drawing 3D to 2D is definitely an experience. Did you watch any more of it yet? If you're even still here, that is. Okay, so his jacket is pink. It's going to be probably the rose. And hello as well, if you're just hopping into the stream. Hope you're having a good day. And they're gone. Story of my life. Oh, haven't even used that one yet. Alright. God damn it. Pencil? That. Okay, yeah, if I take that one down with... Although, actually... Let's see what that looks like with just some water. Actually that might work without adding any white to it. Seems like the right sort of colour, actually. Yee. He's so shiny though. Or his trousers are anyway. Okay, I guess you left. Fair enough. Whatever. Will be on my own. I'm not even sure how I do that, like, because I'd have to download the video and condense it into 30 minutes or less. Thanks for your support. Okay. It was worth a try. I don't know whether I should just do his pants black, because they kind of look brownish. Might need to look up what they actually are. I mean, I might just do them black. They look black in the show, so... And howdy, never mind, you're gone. Oh, why bother? Might redo the black around there. If nothing else, I guess it's nice to have a lamp. Bugger. At the very least, my dongle's sorted itself out now. Hi, if you're just hopping in, welcome. Make sure you say hi in the chat. I am going to do his trousers black. Or trousers and shoes, I should say. Right, which bit was which here? I just need to remember what I did. I think it was from here, and then the underside there is the yellowish colour. So to the person that just hopped in, are you a fan of the show? Let me know in the comments, and also who is your favourite character? Howdy, howdy, welcome in. Stay alive, phone. I need to see what I'm doing here. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, morning, evening, whatever it may be for you. That's what I love about gouache. You don't need like a huge ton to cover a big area. Alright, whoops, sorry Abel. Oh no, Abel! Abel's down. Alright. Now I can go back over the black on his jacket. Make sure you say hi in the chat if you are new and just hopping in. I'd love to have a chat with you and say hi. Right, black. Don't be shy. Am I scary? Am I a scurry? Need to do the grey on his hands momentarily as well. Oh, and can probably do his buttons too. Okay. Oh, it's too wet. My paint is too wet. There we go. Right. I'll wait for that black to dry and do the grey on his hands to define them. I'm gonna need some more white though. Whoop. In fact, I will throw the white at my paper. That's how that works, right? I don't want it super, super dark. It's quite a lot of paint on the brush too. Huh. Might need to make it less watery and slightly more darker. Not doing outlines is painful. And actually I might do a tad darker underneath the glove. Well, not underneath the glove, underneath the top part of his glove. What even would you call that? Does it even have a name? Oh. Okay. The glove ring? I guess that's what I could call it. The glove ring. Alright. I should probably actually paint the other arm as well. That might help. Maybe. Alright, where is this thumb on this side? It's here. awkward angle. I need to get some bigger paper. Or bigger, this sort of paper. It's like watercolor paper. And what's nice is that it's recycled paper too, so... That's good at least. Right, let's paint his other arm. Before I do that, I'm going to do the white on his lapels. And do that with titanium white, I think. It's my only issue with gouache. When it comes out of the tube, it's very sticky. Sounds sticky. It is. I need a bubble plush. Does it go? Alright, and then you have a set. I'll paint bubble once I finished with, I was about to say Kaufmo then, but nope, this is Caine, not Kaufmo. Need to find a good online printer, really. Okay, it's not there. Might do a very... There's the one I was using is very expensive. I only want A5 prints of these anyway. Right, let's finish that other arm. But it would be nice to have a set of all the characters. Need to dig out my sticker cutter too, or my cutter machine, and maybe make some stickers. Replace some of my older ones. Okay. Don't even know if I've actually got any sticker paper left. I have to look into that. Oh, of course that requires me actually drawing the stickers first. Alright, so the inside of his jacket there is the yellow colour. Might do a darker red for the edge of his jacket. Maybe like a crimson? That's brown, for one thing. There we go. Crimson Red Lake. Wouldn't that just be a lake of blood then? It's a name for a paint? Crimson Red Lake. Huh! Alright then. Let's use some Crimson Red Lake, shall we? So I need to put a line on that. Oh, come back. Where did the lid go? Got it. Eh. Eh. Alright. Do the other side of his jacket. So anyone who's watching, what do you think so far? Does it look better without the lines? Or like an outline, I mean? You know what I will do though? I'm going to take Toon off of the screen. There we go. So anybody still watching? What are your thoughts on it so far? If there's anybody still watching, that is. I don't think there is. But that's okay. I'm fine on my own. Completely fine. Let's flip him around. Did somebody say adventure? No. Might have to redo a little bit of that white, just so the red went over it. Teeny tiny little bit. I really need to get some thinner brushes. Alright. That's all of the red, or pink, whatever you want to call it. I will do his pants now, I guess, while I wait for that to dry, and then I can add some highlights. Let's get some black. And I think, like I said, the inside of his ringmaster's jacket is like a yellowish color, right? Then I get to paint Bubble. Yay! I think next time I do one of these, I'm going to paint Kinga. Kinga or Pomni, one of those two. Done some FNAF characters, so now it's time for TADC characters. Hi, if you're just hopping in, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Hope you are well. Let us know in the chat. Or say hi in the chat is what I meant to say. You wouldn't want to let Abel down now, would you? Time this way for a sec. Gonna have to go over very gently with an eraser as well and get rid of some of these extra lines that are on here. Also work out where the hell I'm gonna put time for adventure. Time for an adventure? Time for adventure. Not sure. Time for an adventure or time for an adventure? So I'll paint Bubble next after I've finished with Caine. And then I'll add in like the text and confetti. Now his trousers are very, very reflective. Stay on phone. Thank you. So I might actually have his jacket come down over his leg a little bit more than I've got it doing. these come out well without using outlines. I think I said in the beginning of the stream, like doing like character art without outlines is kind of hard. I think I've done an okay job though. Alright, so I'm going to leave that to dry. We can probably do Bubbles' eye, or would it be better to do his eyes after? I might do his eyes after? Need a reference for Bubble, because I think his mouth... I might have to outline his mouth, because his teeth are like black, right? And hi, if you're just hopping in, welcome to the stream. Alright, so I'll let Caine dry before I do any more to him. Right, I need a reference for Bubble. I think I was gonna do him like a very, very light blue. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah. So his teeth I do... Oh! Abel's down! So his teeth are white, and then I can do like the jagged bits, the black. So I'm going to do his body like just a very light blue. So I'm going to need white. Where is it? There we go. Howdy, howdy. Welcome into the stream if you're just hopping in. Good to have you here. Honestly, I say hello and people are just like, ah! Run away! Ooh, gosh, that's really, let's water that down quite a lot. If you are just dropping into the stream, make sure you say hello in the chat. I'd be delighted to have a chat with you. Have a talk-see. Or not, either way. I won't outline his eyes, but I think I'm probably going to have to outline his... Hey there, Spider Pepperoni! How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Oops, Abel is not on. I think I need to get more white in there, actually. That's an interesting username, Spider Pepperoni. Love it. I think I need a bigger brush for this. Whoops, sorry, Abel. Smacked you again. Alright. Oh, I'm on my own again. Hooray! There we go, using the water's really taking that back, which is good. Although I'm gonna have to wait for him to dry now before I do anything else. So I can probably do the inside of Caine's jacket. Alright, let's let bubble dry. Oh yeah, I was going to do a little bit of red more over the leg there. Okie dokie. Right, so the inside of his jacket, I believe, is like a darkish yellow, I think. Let me just pull up some reference here. Caine. Sorry, I just smacked the mic there. Didn't mean to do that. Yes, it's like a dark goldish yellow, so that works. Ooh. So I could do, when I do the text, it could be like, I guess it doesn't have to be like in a straight line, it is Caine after all, so it could be all over the place. So it could be like time up the side here, 4 there, and adventure at the bottom. That could work. And might also do some lines in his eyeballs. Then I'll have to think about that one. Let's spin this upside down so if there's anyone watching you can see. So once I've done this, I can add the highlights. Actually, I can start adding highlights to his pants and also to his jacket. to turn this so I can actually... I do need a finna bloody brush. Might have to go over a little bit with the red there again. And the black there, but... definitely with the black. Ah! It's 8 o'clock already, blimey. How time flies when you're painting. Alrighty. So I'll redo the black on his leg there a little bit. And then once Bubble's dry, I can do his features. Alright, so I think the highlights on his jacket, not his jacket, on his pants go down like the front of his legs. So we'll do that. And also hello if you're just hopping into the chat. Good to have you here. I'll use the titanium again for this. Hey Jax, how you I don't know why I keep calling you Jax. It's Jack. How are you doing, Jack? Good to see you. Hope you're well. You good? Glad to hear it. I am painting Caine, as you can see. I don't know if I should just add white or whether I should just... Glad you're good. Very, very happy you're doing good. I'm just finishing a couple of bits on Caine before I move back onto Bubble. I was just waiting for him to dry. Ooh, too much water. I'll leave that there. I don't want to do too much. Just one more along the arm there. What you been up to today, Jack? Alright, what I am going to do as well is add some little lines in his eyeballs. Maybe with the orange? Ugh, why do I keep throwing paint everywhere? It's just a good job the lids are on. Yeah. I want to do this very, very faintly. Cool. Right, let's move on to Bubble then. I think I'm pretty much done with Caine. Oh, I just need to do the little bit on his leg there where the gold went over it. Right, there's Caine, pretty much finished. What do you think? Howdy, howdy, if you're just hopping in. What? Hey, Khaled, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm just about to start work on Bubble. Gonna need the black for that. Actually, I've got black in the palette. Good evening to everybody that is just hopping into the stream. I hope you're doing well. Ooh, how am I going to do this? Might be better to... Hope everyone's having a good evening. Right, let's bring up that reference of Bubble again. You're doing good, Khalid. I'm glad to hear that. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Are you a fan of TADC? Alright, let's do his little teethy pegs. Although, actually, his mouth kind of... So at the bottom there, it doesn't go right. Awesome. Just going to finish Bubble off, and then I'm going to add in some confetti and some bubble lettering. Should have just done what I was originally going to do. Too late now. Oh well. Bubble is a little chaos gremlin. Thank you, Khalid. I appreciate that. I'm trying. Alright, let's add in his eyes, I should say. Turn him this way. Might have to redefine his mouth a little bit with some pen. We'll do his other eye, which was there. I can just about see the line. Right, we'll wait for that to dry and then I can add the highlights. Might be able to add some pen in there now though. Do I have my brush pen? What did I just drop? Something. Oh no! Just, Alright, so while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna do some... You don't know how to do that, it's all it is a lot of practice. That's all it's been for me, just a long time doing it and a lot of practice. God, I should have used kitchen towel and not paper. I'm doing well, thank you. Just chilling out with this. So once I've finished Bubble, I'm going to do some writing and confetti. On here. Ah, there goes Abel again. Yes, I am very well though, thank you. I think I kind of messed Bubble's smile up. What is the time here? It is 8 here in the UK. it's getting pretty late, but not late enough that I have to stop this just yet. Oh, I know what's wrong. It's because I went too far with his mouth. Although if I try and add more to that now, it's probably going to look weird. Yeah, I knew that would happen. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to mess it up any more than that. Might have to use a pen to redo that now. Bugger. A maggot. I'll wait till bubbles dry before I do the mouth again. So, let's do some writing next. Thank you. Yep, I'm gonna stop messing with that because I'm just making it worse. Right. So colour. Let's do red first. Actually, not red. There's a lot of red on here. Let's do green. I'm gonna write time. Thank you, Bubble. Done with you. Wonder how long it would take to paint Zooble. I think she's probably the most... Sorry, they're the most complex character. In terms of detail. So time. I think I'm just going to do time for adventure. So, whoops. We'll do orange next, I think. And once bubbles dry, I'll try and fix their face a bit. Ooh, I haven't actually used this orange. Da, 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 da. Yeah. So we've got time. Bits of paper stuck to my brush. Lol. I might do the adventure in blue. Go, time for... Oh, you know what? I haven't done... I thought you looked odd. I haven't drawn Caine's top hat. What does it say? It says time for adventure. But I'm going to have to add in Caine's style. I was wondering what he was missing. I should probably add that. That's probably why he looks so shocked. He hasn't got his top hat. And then I'll do some coloured confetti around as well. Adventure. After I add in his top hat, of course. Can't believe I forgot that. Alright, let's actually add that in then, shall we? Need my pencil. Howdy, if you're just hopping into the stream as well. I hope you're doing well. Can't believe I forgot his bloody top hat. At least it's an easy fix. There. Hey, is it Schnitzel? Hey, how you doing? And also hello to anybody else that might have hopped into the stream. How are you doing? Just about to do, because I forgot. I'm about to do his top hat. You got 3 voice acting roles. That's amazing. Like, what roles, if you don't mind my asking? That's so cool. I'd be terrible at voice acting. I'm definitely more background artist, animator. I always ask for I don't know why though. I always ask for voice acting roles, and therefore all for object shows. What do you mean object shows? As in like talking objects? I mean, free voice acting roles isn't like to be sniffed at though. That's pretty good. Yeah, they put up with something like. Oh, okay, cool. Well, best of luck to you in those roles. I take my metaphorical hat off to you. Like I said, I wouldn't be cut out for voice acting. I'd be really bad at it. I'd rather just stick to doing the art and animation. Character voice yet when I voice act. Okay, well, fair enough. But I mean, you've still got the roles, right? So it's something to look forward to. Still very cool. I'm happy for you. What, 6 people? Wow. Hi guys. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Abel, what are you doing? Get in the shot there. Okay, and I think the ring is... I don't know if it's the same kind of pinkish red. That's fair. Ah, god damn it. Oh no, I've lost the brush. The brush broke. Well, I can't paint with a twig, so I need another brush. It's a good job that happened, like, pretty much after everything's finished. Jesus. I'll have to try and find that later. But yeah, I, like, really hope you enjoy your time voice acting it, though, because it sounds fun. Is it going to be, like, 2D, 3D? Hey, Tori, welcome back. I'm actually nearly done with this. You love Caine, thank you. He's come out pretty well. I realized that I hadn't actually added in his top hat, so just doing that now. Then I need to fix Bubbles' face a little bit, but other than that, it's nearly done. Gonna add some highlights to the lettering and add some confetti as some background stuff. He's scary. I don't think he's scary. I think he looks a bit manic, but I don't think scary. Right, let the top hat dry and then I can add some highlight to it. Is Gangle. Gangle is cute. I think my favourites, well, I don't think, I know my favourites are Caine, Bubble, and Jax, just because I like chaotic characters. They're very, very fun. But Gangle's cute. I do like Gangle. Yeah, Bubble's a good pick. Okay, I'm just going to go around his face a little bit with the white. And then use some black pen, I think, for the face. Just because I buggered that up. I just love how random Bubble is. And I said it earlier in the stream, I'm actually going to steal one of his lines for work. Because I work as a chef, so... Yeah, Gummy Goo is adorable. I love Gummy Goo. I was so sad that Caine killed him. Like, just without a second thought. Just, pump, gone. Yeah, Gummy Goo's adorable as well. But yeah, I'm actually going to steal bubbles made with all the love I'm legally allowed to give for work, because I work as a chef. So I can just like serve and say that. King is good. I like the fact that he's got like depth to him and he's not just a random crazy guy. Like he's actually got shit going on. Alright, so I will wait for that to dry and then redo Bubbles' face a little bit. Alright, and while I'm waiting for that to dry, I am going to do confetti. Yay! But we're pretty much there. Oh, I know what I want to do as well. Do some white highlights on the text. If I could find the white, that's... there it is. Do, 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 do. To be honest, I don't think there's a character that I dislike in the show at the moment. Thank you. I'm gonna clean it up with this because I don't know if you can see them, but there's some lines on there still. So I'm gonna clean it up with an eraser in a moment, and then I'm just gonna add some like colourful confetti, and then I will call it done after I've finished that and edited Bubbles' face a little bit. But thank you. I appreciate that you like the art. It was very... I didn't know whether to do it like with outline and decided not to, but I think it's come out pretty well. Gonna try and get prints of it to sell at my con table. Alright, so that's that. So let's do some confetti. Confetti! Which is literally just going to be little dabs of colour all over, just so it's not like white. Also, where's my eraser so I can get rid of some of these darker lines? Alright. Oh, and I need to do the highlights on his hat as well, but I'll do that after the confetti once that's dry. So that broke. And we're starting off with some mauve, which I haven't actually used yet. That's interesting. Ha! So if you're interested, I also do Murder Drones. I haven't actually watched it. Like, it didn't really seem like my sort of thing. So that's a no at the moment. Alright, the purple. No. That's fair, Tori, if you don't like something. That's fair. If you like it more than TADC, that's completely fair. You're entitled to your own opinions and what you like and what you don't like. Like, no one's going to judge you for liking it more than TADC. Nearest found, CY and a baddie, and that's... Oh, okay. Oh, cool. It's all good. Let's get some blue and yellow in there. Should we go with this? Let's go with cerulean blue. In the German dub, which is my language, she sounds scarier. Also, is that Abel? Maybe. I'm so glad people are coming in here and realizing that Abel is on my table. I love that. Like, you're the second person to come in and go, wait, is that Abel? Yes. Yes, it is. He says hi. Abel on the table. Yep. Abel is indeed on my table. Okay, I think some yellow and that'll do it. But yeah, I was gonna say that I do... Obviously, I do art streams, but I also do some animation streams as well. So if that's your sort of thing, cool. Let's go with mid-yellow. Pomni, Jackson, Caine's voice actors. Yes, I know, and it was hilarious. I love the fish hat and the cheese one. Alright, I think that's enough. Let's add some highlights to his hat and we're done. I actually kind of want to reanimate the fish hat one with my own characters, just because it's something she would totally do. Right, let's highlight Caine's hat. That's done, and the last thing I need to do is redo Bubbles' face, but I need a pen for that. So for bad for Jaxie. Yeah, that was pretty damn rough, that episode. That's too small. Does make me wonder though if it's gonna cause Jax to like full on abstract. Or somebody. I don't think Kinga will. Oh, that really doesn't work very well, but... Because I was in only one episode. Yeah, his design was pretty cool. It's a shame we didn't actually get to see him like as a proper character before like he abstracted though. Yes, Maid Jax is adorable. Gonna have to use paint, aren't I? Gosh damn it. Maid Jax is very adorable. Also, I love the fact that it was Gangle that voted for it. That's very on point for her. To want someone to be in a maid outfit. With the whole anime stuff. Alright, I think I will leave it there, so I'm going to sign this and we're done. Gooseworks, if you're watching, please hire me. Well, yeah, like that would ever happen. There we go, and done. Pomni and Nice Jacks were good characters, so I don't know who the fuck Thomas is. Thomas? I don't know who Thomas is. There we go. We're done. Let's pull that up a little bit so you can see the adventure. What's up? I'm Evil Pomni. Leffin. So, I am going to leave this stream here, guys, now that we are completely finished. I appreciate you hopping in and watching the stream. It's been a pleasure doing this one. I fantasy with a song and got shipped. Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. I've not actually seen that, so... Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, I am going to leave the stream here. I appreciate you guys hopping in and watching. It's been a pleasure. There'll probably be another art stream or an animation stream on Monday. And until then, I will see you later. Goodbye!